Hi YouTube, it's Lisa Bean coming at you with my week 57 and 58. I think so. You'd think I'd write this down by now. But whatever. I think it's my 57, week 57 and 58. I had my VSG surgery done on July 1st, 2013, weighing in at 266 pounds. Day of surgery. And today I weigh in at 169, which I think is like a 1 pound up from 2 weeks ago. I weighed in at 168. In the last week or two, I've been fluctuating. I keep seeing the 167 to 169 floating back and forth. So I must be coming into a comfort zone. At this point, I think it's probably pretty much where I'm going to stay. I have this feeling, only for the fact that I've been doing, I'm doing everything I've been, but, I haven't increased doing some of the workouts, and I don't know. I'm just living, you know what I mean? Like, from here on out, I'm just trying to live a healthier lifestyle, as best as I can and make the best choices that I can eating wise. I do go off plan. Is it horrible? No, but I do. I went to a party over the weekend and they had all sorts of stuff. The buffet little line that they had set up of different things was just it was an outdoor picnic and everyone had to bring a treat, a dish, or whatever. So I brought deviled eggs, but when I made the deviled eggs, instead of using mayonnaise, I used plain Greek yogurt instead. So I was putting my little bit of healthiness on everyone. And it was funny because before I left, my husband tried one of the eggs and he was like, these taste different, they taste like they're missing something. And I'm like, you're just used to that creamy mayonnaise-y taste, but it's not bad. Is it different? Yeah, but it's not bad. So I took them to the party. I didn't say anything, but I'll tell you, those eggs within minutes were all gone. I did 18 whole eggs, so cutting them in half. There was quite a bit of deviled eggs, and they went very quickly. And I think I figured it out that a half of an egg, I don't remember the protein now, but it was like 35 calories. So, not bad, I wish I could remember what the stats were, but I don't. But it wasn't bad, as a treat. But there were just so many things. So I pretty much stayed on point until it came to the desserts. Now, I don't eat desserts here, and I don't eat treats, and I'm not a big treat person. Like, not a big, I should retract that statement. I'm a salty person. Like, treats to me would be more like popcorn and chips or something like that. That's what I've always been, like a treat person. But as far as like cakes and cookies and stuff like that, ice cream, no big deal. But so when I was there, so someone made chocolate covered strawberries. I ate like 4 or 5 of them. They were delicious. And then someone made these, they were called like tandy cakes. Oh my God. It was like a sponge type of cake with like a thick layer of hard peanut butter. And then, like, I don't know if it was frozen peanut butter or something. I don't know. But it was thick, really hard, almost like snappy kind of chocolate texture, peanut butter. And then chocolate on the top with that little sponge, like thick sponge cake, heavy sponge cake underneath. It wasn't like fluffy. It was like a dense sponge cake. So the bars were about, I would say, like this big, and I broke like a piece off. I'm sure that piece I broke off was like 200 calories. Oh, so good. And I normally don't do shit like that, but I mean, at this party, I didn't drink. I mean, I gotta say, I've really stayed away from drinking. I've had some drinks, but I'm really trying to stay away from it because I'm definitely, so I'm happy with what I've accomplished so far, but I'm definitely not where I want to be. And it's not even just, it's not just even weight wise or BMI. I'm just like physically not where I want to be. And, just knowing who I am and seeing people's videos, I think the allure of alcohol right now and bringing that back into play is just not a good idea for me. I actually feel great, and I actually don't even want to drink. Like, it's the weirdest thing. I just, I don't know if it's because, the whole year that I purged that out of my system. I mean, um, I don't know. I don't know if that's it, but I've just definitely haven't even, like, so prior to surgery, I was a beer drinker, so that sucks. Number one, I was a beer drinker, so I haven't had any type of bubbly shit at all in a year. I've never tried it. I've not tested it. I know some people have, and I know some people have drank beer or tried or had a little bit or had some soda and stuff. And listen, I have no take on that either way. Um, it was definitely something that my surgeon said to stay away from. And also the nutritionalist said stay away from carbonation. Um, my head and being a follower, I was just like, there must be some damn reason that these people keep saying it. And beer was my go-to drink. That's what I drank. I loved beer. And so that's kind of out of the picture. I can drink wine. I'm not, I can drink it. Do I choose it? No. And then it's basically hard alcohol, mixed drinks, which is fine. But it wasn't, beer was my go-to. I was a beer drinker. So since that's taken out of the equation, it's not the biggest thing. So, luckily for me, I've been staying away from that because I've said this all along. I rather eat some calories than drink them. So I did, I had, instead of having some glasses of alcohol, I had a piece of tandy cake, which was delicious. The scary thing about it is, like, between the chocolate covered strawberries and the tandy cake, which the strawberries alone and then the chocolate on top of them and then that godforsaken tandy thing cake that I had it all within like a couple minutes. I mean, sugar, knock on wood, sugar just does not affect me at all. Um, I could eat a pretty high amount of sugar at one time and nothing affects me or bothers me whatsoever. So the rest of the night after I ate that, I just drank my water. I have a big cup that's a 34 ouncer that I carry around, and I usually drink, definitely like 4 days. So I just had that, and I drank that. Of course, I get a lot of like, what's in that big jug? Like, oh my God, are you a camel? It's just like people busting my balls, but that's okay because I feel great, and so it doesn't matter. But anyway, I'm just rambling, and I'm sorry. That's why I'm making these videos twice a week, because I don't have a shit ton to share with you anymore. But at this party, in conversation of mingling around, I had come across my daughter plays field hockey, so my friend that was hosting the party is a field hockey coach, and she also coaches with this other woman, Jen. And I saw her, and I haven't seen her since last year, or about. I mean, I have not. I did see her around, I think it was before Christmas. So, a good 6 months I haven't seen her. So when she did see me, she was like, oh my God, skinny bitch, look how much you've lost, blah, 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 blah. And we started chatting, and we were sitting next to her husband. And she was like, I don't know if you ever knew, I was just saying that this is like my phase 2 and that I got to step shit up. And, I got into a regimen of eating right and exercising, but now the exercising, I really need to step that up. And she was like, I don't know if you ever knew. She's like, my husband is a personal trainer. And I was like, I thought I heard something, blah, blah, blah. So him and I started chatting, and he showed me some of his pictures when he, did competition, his before and after shots and stuff like that. And, I said to him, quite personally, I'm not a gym person, and I don't agree. You do not need to go to a gym to exercise, and you certainly do not need to go to a gym to achieve the results that you're looking for whatsoever. And he was like, no, absolutely not. He's like, quite honestly, a lot of people that go to the gym don't even do what their potential is. Not everyone. And listen, don't send me hate mail. But he goes, a lot of people will go and do, or go with a friend, and I think he was saying more like women. Not to stereotype anyone, but you go with a friend and you chat there, and you're doing your little circuits and stuff, and you may not be pushing yourself as much as you can, blah 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 blah. But anyway, so I told him what I have here at my home, and that I kind of gotten into a swing. Like, I don't need somebody to work out with me, and I certainly don't need an ass kicking to exercise, because that I do. I would just like to change things up, or get some new ideas, or maybe, like, I've been doing that on the internet, but putting together some different exercises and stuff. So I'm going to hook up with him. I think he said that he charges like 25. I'm going to say, I think he said 25 or 35 an hour. I don't really know. And I was like, whoa, I just want to tell you right off the bat, it's not something I'll be doing with you 3 times a week. I would definitely like to get with you once a week, because at their house they have like the giant tires that because he does go do personal training at a gym that I used to actually belong to. And then he also does personal training at his home. And he does have 3 different size big tires, the sled that you scrunch down and push, and they have a huge yard, he said. I want to say that he said it was over an acre, to push that sled back and forth. And he's got the ropes. I don't know if you ever saw them. They come off a wall, and so he said he has the ropes, he's got the sled, he's got the tires. He could get me doing some, with the sledgehammer, doing some routines, baseball bat, doing some practice hits, with the baseball bat. He's like, he has a medicine ball, so do I, doing some, you're hitting down as hard as you can. I mean, some of those medicine balls, depending, could be range on all different pounds. So, I said to him, something that I'm definitely interested in. We'll start off with like once a week, just going over, so I could utilize some of that equipment. Maybe I could, do twice a week. I don't know. It's something I could do. Some things I definitely want him to, with the materials that I have here, show me a couple of things. I definitely want to see if he could come over and give me some pointers here, and then once a week head over to their house to do the tires, the sled, the ropes and things of that nature. One of the things that he pushed to me is form. He goes, I rather see you do perfect form in exercises than how many you could do. So we're going to work on that, because I told him definitely I'm not sure if all my form and all my exercises that I'm doing are definitely correct. So that's what I think I'm going to do, utilize that, because I definitely want to be doing it properly. I definitely want to be, it was funny because I was standing there talking, and I had a sleeveless shirt on, and he's like, I could definitely see, definition in your arms, so I was like, but, so yeah, so I got her number, and I'm going to give a buzz and hook up with them, see what I could do, and, take it from there. And then something new that I picked up, I haven't had this yet, pure protein bar, 200 calories, 20 grams of protein. My carbs, it's not like this it's a little higher in carbs. The carbs in this are 18, fibers 2. I've actually kind of upped, I'm not so stringent on my carbs. I haven't been in a while. But even though I said I haven't been stringent with my carbs, my nutritionist said not to go over 120 carbs a day. And when I was looking back, like the couple weeks at my Fitness Pal, taking out the fiber for my carbs, I still was doing low, like 60, 70 carbs in total. You know, sometimes they were saying 90 or whatever, but when I'm taking away the fiber, my carbs are still low. So I think I'm going to, I'm not going to be so stringent upon them. I haven't been, so don't get me wrong. I've never went over to 120. I haven't even been getting up there, but to do more carbs doesn't seem like it has affected me, and I'm thinking maybe I do need more. I struggle. I think a lot of people struggle. I've been seeing the videos between, the Pound a Cure and all that kind of stuff, and it's funny because I've been eating vegetables and fruit, all along, maybe not a pound a day, but I've been having them in my diet and they've never affected the outcome of what I've had. I still, got to where I wanted to be, even eating those things. So I know a lot of people are like, they don't eat really vegetables and they don't really eat fruit. And I never kind of understood that because my nutritionist from the beginning said to have them, to actually bring them. And, rice and pasta, which I've had. So I don't know. I think I saw Fat Kings and I'm glad it was brought up because I have to agree with Tyrone and Phil that, I mean, you had this to pick a lifestyle and change and incorporate, healthy eating with exercise. And I think a lot of these diet type things when being in the position we are, no matter, how far out you are, is kind of wrong. Like, just in my opinion, I think how to eat. I mean, I know everyone talks about these restarts, resetting your body, I think that, I don't know. Listen, I'm only a year out, so who knows what's going to happen 2-3 years from now. Am I going to be drinking Shakeology? Doubtful. But I'm just saying, like, I could definitely see the point of a reset, and I know they show that pouch test and everything like that, and some people go back to shakes and shit like that. But I think that, a lot of people like, and something my nutritional pushes is just, driving it home, that healthy eating, that proper portions, constantly weighing and being mindful of that will keep you in line. So, and exercise, having exercise, I can't even tell you how many videos that I watch that I see people that barely exercise, and listen, everyone has their own thing, but, I'll see, quite a bit of people saying that they're in a slump or, they're 2 years out and they gained some weight. Well, what do you do for exercise? Not really anything. Maybe walk a little bit. And honestly, that exercise plays a huge role. I was having this conversation with the guy, the personal trainer, and exercise plays a huge role. I don't have to tell you, okay? I'm not even going to go on anymore, but huge role. But thanks, everyone. I rambled long enough about bullshit. So doing good, can't complain, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a good one, everyone.